Hey, let's talk about some crypto news. We're going to go over the Blackrock ETH ETF, Immutable X partners with Ubisoft, Polygon launches an $85 million ecosystem fund, the Raft Fi Hack, Kraken launches an L2, and some potential airdrops. Now, if you're not into crypto, I would be very interested at the moment because over the last 60 days, the total crypto market cap has gone up from $1.1 trillion to almost 1.5. So $400 million has entered the crypto markets. And with that 35% gain in market cap, a lot of coins have gone up. A majority of all cryptocurrencies have gone up. And even some dead ones like the FTX token, that exchange isn't relaunching. There are some rumors, but nothing is certain, so it's very speculative. So we see FTX has gone up 255% in the last 60 days. Also included in the pumps is Luna. So a lot of money is being thrown into the crypto markets. There is a lot of bullish sentiment, and potentially this can continue to happen as this is the cycle. 2 years of bear market, 2 years of bull market. If you have survived through the bear market, congratulations. Now is the time to find those opportunities. Now, I would not invest in things that are very likely dead, like Luna, because no one's building there anymore. A lot of the ecosystem has collapsed and developers have moved on to other chains. So if you are investing in crypto, it's fine to take risks, but know what you're investing in, know what's gonna cause it to accrue value, and make sure that's over a long period of time because sentiment can change very quickly and you want to grow your portfolio over a long period of time. So try not to get rich quick, but getting rich slowly is very, very possible in this type of market. Polygon Labs commences $85 million grant program to draw builders to its ecosystem. Now, if you're not familiar with Polygon, they are a layer 2 blockchain that makes transactions faster and cheaper. There are a lot of other blockchains that also do that, but what sets Polygon apart is their business development. Now, I am invested in Polygon because I see a lot of potential there, but that doesn't mean you should too. Now, with this grant program, it's going to bring in new developers, and those developers want a lot of that grant money, so they are incentivized to create something good. And if they create something good with a lot of users, then that brings in more transactions, and when you make transactions on Polygon, you need the Polygon token, and that creates more value for the token and the ecosystem itself. So this is how blockchains grow, by incentivizing people to build on there, and then some of those developers also incentivize users to use their decentralized applications, and that can come in the form of airdrops, which we'll get to a little later in this video. So to sum all of that up, Polygon is launching this initiative to grow their ecosystem over the next few years. Immutable and Ubisoft's Strategic Innovation Lab partner to pioneer a frictionless Web3 gaming experience. Now, there's two things here that you have to understand. Immutable X is a layer 2 blockchain that makes transactions faster and cheaper, and it's built on top of Ethereum. They specialize in gaming and NFTs, and it's in the same field as Polygon as a layer 2, as well as a lot of other blockchains, so there is a lot of competition, and Immutable X wants to focus on gaming. Now, their partnership with Ubisoft is big because if you're not familiar with Ubisoft, they're this big video game publisher. They're known for games like Prince of Persia, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, and more. I don't play a lot of video games, but yeah, if you know any of these games, that's Ubisoft. Now, a lot of people play Ubisoft games, and according to the statistics in March 2023, there were 133 million players playing Ubisoft games. So, if that can translate to anything on Immutable X, which specializes in gaming for Web3, that potentially can bring in a lot of users. Now, to sum up this partnership, it just means IMX and Ubisoft, they are going to potentially bring in players into the Web3 generation, and if more people are on the Immutable X blockchain and they're using it and they're running transactions, they need the IMX token, that is the coin of that network, and as there is more demand for it, that will fuel price growth. But at the moment, a lot of it is, of course, speculative based on these announcements and the bull market. So if you are going to invest, you should understand the risks, the potentials, and more. You need a lot more research than this quick news segment. Disney is getting into NFTs. They are launching digital pins. They won't actually say the word NFTs, but it is going to be their collectible platform where people can collect these digital pins of special characters, and that's pretty awesome. That's amazing. Disney is getting into blockchain technology. They see the value in it. They see ways they can make money from it. So now we're going to have NFTs from Disney. Right now, you can join the waitlist. It will be operated by Dapper Labs, that is the team behind NBA Top Shot, and it's going to be built on the Flow blockchain. So the only way you could potentially get exposure to this as an investment would be looking into Flow and see how they can acquire some of the profits if this is a success. Because if it's running on the Flow blockchain, you likely need Flow to operate it, and that might cause the need for the value. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. It's still too early to tell how this process is going to work, but I am very interested and very bullish on Disney entering the world of digital collectibles, NFTs. Now, this is a very interesting hack. Raft Fi lost $6.7 million due to a hacker, and when people looked into it, it wasn't great for the hackers. So instead of the hackers sending ETH to themselves and stealing that money, the coins went to the null address, which has no private keys. That means they just sent it to the contract, no one can get that money out, and that money is just gone forever. To really sum that up, the hacker pulled 18 ETH from Tornado Cash, hacked a total of 1,577 ETH, burned 1,570 ETH, and sent the remaining 7 ETH to themselves. So after all the fees that they had to pay to make this hack happen, they lost 4 ETH. They lost about $8,000, and they might go to jail if they get caught. Well, I hope they get caught, but yeah, just don't hack. It's a bull market. Just invest, participate, get airdrops. There's a lot of things you can do in this type of market, and going to jail and losing money is not the best way to do that. Now, if you are a Raft Fi user, you're going to have to look to the Raft Fi team to see how they plan to recover from this, and if that's even possible, because a lot of protocols die once this happens. And for everyone else, DeFi is very dangerous. Even though Raft Fi was audited twice, they can still get hacked. An audit doesn't mean they're bulletproof, it just means they're relatively secure, but people can still find ways around that. So yeah, be careful out there. If you are a new crypto user and you don't have a lot of money, airdrops. Airdrops are a great way of participating in things, and there are a lot of big protocols that want users, that need users on there to use their products, and they incentivize you to do that with airdrops. That means they'll give you funds eventually, or maybe, if you use their product or service. Now I'm going to leave a link in the description to Adam Cochran's post here. He provides a list of 67 potential airdrops and some farming tips for new users, and I think this will be very valuable to you, so please check that out. A lot of it is a little complicated and it might not be for everyone, but there is a handful of opportunities in there, and I'm actually going through this list as well. The crypto exchange Kraken is planning on launching their Layer 2 blockchain. Now, a Layer 2 typically means it's a blockchain sitting on top of another blockchain, and that's what most people are building around Ethereum. With Kraken's Layer 2 blockchain, they are currently in talks with Polygon, Matter Labs, and Nil Foundation about a potential partnership. So if they go with Polygon, that can potentially bring more value to the Polygon ecosystem, but that is not confirmed at this point. Now, the reason that Kraken is doing this is they can potentially bring Kraken users from their centralized exchange to their decentralized exchange, where they would be able to trade anything that they want. Coinbase has been very successful doing this, as well as Binance and a handful of other crypto exchanges. And OKX, they are launching their own Layer 2 blockchain using Polygon's technology, and that's going to be called the X1 network. So what is X1? X1 represents a secure, highly performant ZK-powered Ethereum L2 that connects the OKX and Ethereum communities, enabling global participation in an on-chain ecosystem. Technical words, but it's going to operate the same way as other blockchains that are operated by crypto exchanges. You can run decentralized applications there. It's just another way to onboard their centralized exchange users into the DeFi world. This week, Blackrock announced that they are filing for an Ethereum ETF. When they did this for Bitcoin, Bitcoin pumped. When they did this for Ethereum, Ethereum also pumped because Blackrock has a lot of funds that they are managing. I think it's like $10 trillion, and they would make this product available to their customers. So a lot of money can potentially flow into Ethereum and Bitcoin if these ETFs are approved. And at the time of making this video, they just announced it. And it can still take a couple weeks or months to find out if these are potentially approved. As for myself, I'm very bullish. I'm holding Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as a handful of other coins, and these markets are looking really good right now, so it's the best time to learn and potentially get involved and take appropriate risks. If you are checking the coin prices all the time, if you are stressed out if your coin goes down in value, you might be over-investing. Now, crypto is a new technology and there's lots of ways to lose funds, but the best way to protect your funds is to be educated and take risks you can afford to lose so you can make rational decisions. So with that, that's been my news. I've been following a lot of things in the crypto markets. There's actually more interesting news that I wanted to cover, but this video is very long and I'll try to do this weekly because deep dives on random coins don't get a lot of views and they are a lot of work to produce, but I am really liking what's happening in the markets right now, so I'm consuming a lot of information, and that's been helping my portfolio out, so I'm gonna keep doing that and try to make more content at least weekly. So with that, I hope you got your full value for today.